Hi, this is Chinese Wrestling Audio. This episode is gonna be a little bit awkward for me, a little bit strange for me because this is the first time ever this show is gonna be conducted by English. Okay, for 5 years, this show is all Chinese language.
Wow.
Yeah. So. Adrian Gomez, the first time I give it to you, man. It's for you. This is the first time ever.
Well, I appreciate that. I can speak Mandarin, not perfectly, but if necessary, maybe I could try a little bit in Mandarin. But I do prefer English.
Well, maybe a little bit later on, I'll be testing your Mandarin level a little bit, but. From a guy who's the Mandarin is not that really good either, so I don't think I'm the right guy to do it though.
Well, maybe we're on the same level then.
Well, I think so because I did Mandarin version for a couple of years now, and I'm still speaking like John Cena's level.
Wow, John Cena's level.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes when I hear is Mandarin, I don't even understand what you're talking about.
That's pretty. Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me on the show.
Yeah, but also thank you for you join our show again. Adrian Gomez, the promoter of Middle Kingdom Wrestling. Am I correct?
That's right.
Yep. Okay. So 2 weeks. Is it next week, right? December 15th. You will have a show in Shenzhen. It's called Bash at the Bay.
That's right. Next week on December 15th, we are having our biggest show of the year.
Yeah.
Called MKW at the Bay, and it will be in Shenzhen, and we're looking forward to having a great show in Shenzhen.
Yeah.
We had a show last year called the Shenzhen Showcase, and we look forward to being able to have an even better show this year.
Yeah, but later on we will speak more about this show a little bit later on, but first of all, we want our audience to get to know you a little bit more and to know about your promotion a little bit more. So a couple of years ago, you start chatting. We start chatting with each other, and you talk about you want to start a promotion, and I feel kind of funny. A foreigner went into China and tried to start your own wrestling company. So can you talk about yourself? Like where you come from? What's your background?
Well, I do remember speaking with you. You were the first people. You are one of the first people I spoke with regarding getting information about the Chinese wrestling scene.
Yeah.
Me in particular, I am American. I come from Phoenix, Arizona, in the United States. And I moved to China. About 8 years ago.
Wow.
And before I was in China, I was very involved in the pro wrestling scene in America, in particular in the Texas wrestling scene with ACW. I used to do pretty much anything I could do to help out the promoters there, help out the wrestlers with their transportation and setting up the ring and that kind of thing. And I was very interested in the pro wrestling, the independent pro wrestling scene in America. And when I left America and came to China, my interest in wrestling didn't didn't die. I became even more interested in wrestling.
Yeah.
And maybe being able to bring this kind of entertainment, this kind of product to Chinese wrestling audiences.
Yeah, but for a long long time, because for all this time I have been spoke to a lot of people in China, either fans or the people who involved a little bit, and they all told me like the similar thing is in China having a promotion or just even run a show is it's like extremely difficult. So for you to start a promotion in China, how difficult was that for you?
Yes, it's difficult. It's not easy. It's one of the main. I would say, of course, one of the main things about one of the most difficult things about pro wrestling is the fact that wrestling is still pretty unknown. People are simply just have the culture of pro wrestling in China is very underdeveloped. It is very hard to explain to whether it's an audience or whether it's a partner or whether it's a sponsor or any of these kind of people what is pro wrestling. It takes actually a long time to process that this is a show, it's entertainment, that you should be even the fans sometimes they don't understand their role, as far as like booing the heel or cheering the face, so it can be difficult and it can take a little bit of time, but it's not impossible, but it just takes more time to kind of train people to know how to react to wrestling or how to understand what is wrestling.
Yeah. How long has been your promotion have been going on until now? Like how long was that? We opened in the summer of 2015, and so three and a half years now. Wow, 3 years already, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for this,
and we are.
Yeah.
I just want to say.
Yeah. You go on.
In those 3.5 years, we have really made a lot of progress, and I think, in my opinion, that the wrestling industry, not just MKW, but I mean the way that fans understand wrestling has really grown. I feel that at least with the young generation, they are really starting to understand professional wrestling easier than when we started.
Yeah, but for yourself and your promotion, is there any platform like for us in North America? We have a lot of social medias, either YouTube. No, I'm sorry. I mean, probably Instagram, Twitters that you can actually engage to your fan base. Is there any platform in China that for you guys able to do that?
Yeah, definitely. In China, if you want to, not just for wrestling, but if you want to engage with your fans on social media, one of the premier ones that you'd want to use is the WeChat, news, WeChat public account. So yes, we do have a WeChat public account, and that is one of our primary ways that we communicate with our fans. We have a QQ public group. We also have some streaming websites like Bilibili, and we have an account on like TikTok. And for those that don't know, you could say that these are like the Instagram of China or the YouTube of China or the Twitter of China. So yeah, we are engaged with our fans on all of China's major social media platforms.
Yeah, that's really different from here in North America. The platform is really different. Yeah. And
yes.
Go on.
Because actually, I want to talk about just for a second about that. While we are on these Chinese versions of social media platforms, we are also on Instagram. We are also on Twitter. We are also on YouTube and those. So it's you know, we try to use all of them. We have our audiences on the you know, outside of China. So we do use we do use the social media platforms that the audiences outside of China are familiar with. So you can find us on those as well.
Yeah, this is something that's really interesting to me. Is I went to Starcast last September, and I fortunately I engaged with a lot of fans, wrestling fans, and I make a lot of friends there. And a lot of time that I told them I'm doing a Chinese wrestling podcast or something like that, and they almost all of them, they recognize wrestling in China exists. They talk about some of the promotions like OWE, and some of them actually can brought up your promotion's name, Middle Kingdom Wrestling. So I'm really surprised at how much attention you guys can gain outside of China.
Wow, I did not know that you had friends at Starcast that were familiar with us. So that is I'm really honored to know that. I do think one of the reasons why is because we don't only use Chinese platforms. We also try to spread our message on the West side of on the Western platform. So I think that is where we can build our fans and get the attention of people from all over the world.
Yeah, but do you guys receive a lot of feedbacks from the fans from outside of China? Do you guys receive a lot of feedbacks at all? Do you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We get a lot of feedback. We have our YouTube channel. We have several people who comment on our videos or ask about the Chinese wrestling scene. We have the same thing on Twitter. We have a lot of feedback from fans outside of China, actually. I think...
hello, Adrian. I think we lost you there.
Maybe you could... promoter in China, being able to be noticed outside of China.
Oh, okay. Okay, you still can hear me, right?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We lost you there for like about less than 10 seconds. Yeah. And yeah. And one thing I really curious about is because one friend that I talked to actually about a month and a half ago, I actually shared one of the YouTube videos, one of the matches. I think is Ash Silva. I forgot who is he against. I think it's Ash Silva and Brett Mamba. And after
the ladder match.
Yeah, the ladder match. I sent this video to a friend, and he felt kind of interesting, but he actually didn't watch that much of your promotion, and he wants to know more. It's like for your promotion, can you kind of introduce like who is the featured wrestler that you guys are put on right now? So can you name some of the names, and also can you name some of the matches? Oh, I think we totally lost Adrian there. I think we need to call him back. Just wait a second. Yeah. A lot of time that we have this kind of difficulty. Yeah. Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, we lost you completely. Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I have no idea why, but it must be because of the connection in mainland China.
Well, this thing even happened with my normal show, because I do it in Canada, and my partner's in Hong Kong. That happened all the time. So don't have to worry about that. We just reconnect to each other. Yeah. So my question was, it's like my friends actually asked me this question: is for your promotion, who's the guys that you are featuring at this point, and can you name some of the best matches that for us that may be new to this promotion that we should check it out? Can you name some of the wrestling
Sure.
matches? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, in MKW, we have one of the main things that we are featuring, the main story in the wrestlers, are a group of wrestlers that are called the Stable. The Stable is our main focal point of our problem. Bad thugs, bad guys who pretty much have a problem with everyone in MKW. And that is Big Sam, who's the MKW World Champion, Ash Silva, Uncle Money, and they are being managed by Hong Kong manager Chairman Al.
Yeah, I know that guy. This guy actually did a really good job.
Chairman Al and Lady Marie.
Yep.
And they are a big focal point of our promotion. Now, as far as outside of that Stable group, Black Mamba is the current Belt and Road champion, the MKW Belt and Road champion. We're featuring him a lot. We're also very focused on featuring Zombie Dragon. Zombie Dragon is one of our really most popular wrestlers in MKW. We are also, of course, Selfie King Hongwan from Hebei. He has been a very big part of MKW for a long time. So he has been always one of our top stars in MKW. We also feature a lot of wrestlers from other promotions that are Chinese, like, for example, Bitman from Hong Kong. I think we've been pushing him a lot. And also, recently, we've had a partnership with Battle Arts in Toronto, Canada.
Wow.
And, they have a very, very incredible training center, and one of the students that come out of that was Li Junyan. So we're very excited to use Li, and he's already wrestled for MKW 2 times. He's coming back in Shenzhen. He's a really great talent so far with us, and of course Michael Su. Michael Su, he's one of our wrestling talents, and he's actually at the NJPW dojo in Los Angeles right now.
Wow,
so he's very,
really?
So he's very dedicated to his pro wrestling career, and we've had great talent come out of MKW's training, and including Cam Ferguson and Dabai and Bamboo Crusher. Just to be honest, at this moment, I'm very happy about the future of MKW. A lot of our stars that come out of MKW go on to wrestle for other promotions and have a very bright future ahead of them.
Yeah. And lately, I have been recognized that your promotion has been start touring around in China area. Okay, so my question is, how often you guys having shows?
Well, this year, 2018, we have had more shows than we've ever had before. So this year we've had, off the top of my head, maybe 8 or 9 shows. About 8 or 9 shows, and our base is in Harbin, China. So we have the most shows in Harbin, and which is in the northeast of China, and we also have had, and then our other focus is Shenzhen, because if you're going to do professional wrestling in China, you cannot ignore the Guangdong wrestling audiences. Guangdong, the professional wrestling fans in all China, because they have a little bit more of the wrestling culture in their media, because on Guangdong TV they have the WWE, so the Guangdong fans, they are more familiar with wrestling, so we want to every year have a few shows in Shenzhen or maybe other cities in Guangdong.
Yeah, but other than Guangdong and your base in Harbin, is there any more territory that you guys want to go to? Like Shanghai. Like Shanghai, is that considered a big wrestling city in China? Because when I talk to a lot of people here, they always talk about maybe Shanghai, because when WWE goes to China, they go to Shanghai like almost all the time. Yeah, so do you guys ever consider any other territories in China?
Well, we have including like Hunan. We've also had events. We've also had, our wrestlers have had matches in Shanghai before, but we at this moment we would love to enter the Shanghai, but
hang on, Adrian, I think we lost you there.
Oh no. Okay. Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Now it's clear. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to repeat that we've been, but regarding of.
Oops. I think the Skype cannot handle the long distance between Toronto, Canada, and China. So let me call him back. Okay. Oh! I think I clicked the wrong button. Hold on. Let's try this again. This is part of the thing that I'm really nervous about this kind of interview. Yeah, because the connection problem issues. And let me see if
the person whom you're trying to reach is currently.
Oh no! Okay, that's not it. Okay, let's. We're gonna keep trying until we are able to reach back to Adrian, and at the meantime, please be patient. Okay, he's coming back. Hold on.
Hi.
Okay, hello. 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 Hi.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, we got you back.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. Hello.
Let me know when we're back on.
Oh, okay. Now we're back on. I think you can continue.
Okay. You were asking me about if and actually we have traveled and wrestled in other cities like Hunan, like Changsha and Hunan.
Yeah.
Regarding Shanghai, absolutely, we would love to explore Shanghai, especially since, like you said, WWE has been building that scene in Shanghai wrestling scene every year.
Yeah.
So we would love to have a chance to explore what kind of opportunities we could have in Shanghai. we have talked about it. We just have nothing to announce at this time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. So okay, let's go back to your show in December 15. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So how many matches there is? Can you talk about some of the matches that you guys gonna be promoting this shows?
Yes, absolutely. There are, including the pre-show match, we will have a kickoff show.
Oh.
There will be 8 matches in total. The main event is Big Sam versus Congo Kong from Impact Wrestling, in a match for the MKW World Championship. So we are looking at that as a match that should really excite the Chinese wrestling fans, because of course Big Sam is a big wrestling star in China, but also Congo Kong, he's a big star in Impact Wrestling, and we feel that both men are very huge, very heavy, very tall, and we feel that this is like a clash of titans. So our 2 big heavy hitters have a very, very intense wrestling match. Another match that we're really promoting on this show is Ash Silva versus Michael Sue, and these guys have had a teacher versus student classic story going into this match. Ash is the one who originally trained Michael Sue, and they've been having ups and downs in 2018, and their final match will be at MKW Bash at the Bay. We're also promoting Zombie Dragon versus Uncle Money, and a Devil's Fight match, which that means they will be chained up together by the neck in a steel chain. So we really look forward to kind of possibly hardcore moves and environment. And also another match we'll have is a Black Mamba, the Chinese pro wrestler who's the Belt and Road champion. He will be facing in Shiho from South Korea, and Shiho has probably the best Korean pro wrestler right now, and we really look forward to this Belt and Road championship match, among others, including a ladder match. There will be a 6-man ladder match, which we're calling the Trial of Kailin, or the Trial of Qilin ladder match. So we really have a lot of great matches planned for this show. And one more match I really want to make sure the fans know is that we'll be having a hibiscus meet on the wrestling scene. She is a very hard hitter, and she's going to be taking on Zeta Zhang, who is a former WWE contracted wrestler. Zeta Zhang, she was representing China at the Mae Young the Mae Young tournament at an NXT, and she will be having her first ever match in mainland China, and against Hibiscus Me. So we're really excited about that. We also have a tag team match against Buck Gunderson from Battle Arts, one of the best wrestlers, in my opinion, in the Canadian wrestling scene, and he will be teaming up with the Selfie King Hong Wan against 2 wrestlers from Pro Wrestling Alive in Japan. Buddha, and that should be a great tag team match.
Yeah.
Really excited about pretty much all of these matches. We really feel that the fans go to the show either in Guangdong or from Hong Kong. It's very short distance, obviously, borders with Shenzhen, and I really recommend that if they want to see a great wrestling show in China, and they want to see not only great Chinese wrestlers, and we're talking mainland Chinese. We're also talking Hong Kong Chinese, and great international stars. This is the best way to do it at fashion.
Okay, hello?
Hello?
Oh, okay. We lost you there, like a few seconds. Yeah, it's like when I see how the Chinese wrestling market goes about like this 2 years, we're starting to see a lot of international stars come in, either in Hong Kong, Taiwan, or mainland China, and everybody are very interested to go to this place and work and perform to many Chinese wrestling fans over here. And I think the fans in China, either in China or Hong Kong or Taiwan, they are very fortunate that the last 2 years the Chinese wrestling market has started to grow, and I definitely see the MKW is starting to grow significantly about the last, maybe I'll say the last 12 months.
Have grown significantly at a faster rate.
Hold on, Adrian, I think we lost you there again.
I was saying that you're correct. This year, the last 12 months, we have grown significantly.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, now we can hear you. Now we can hear you. We lost you there again for a couple of seconds there. Yeah.
I was saying that we have grown significantly in the last 12 months, and the whole Chinese wrestling scene.
Yeah, and we are definitely looking forward to your promotion keep growing. Also, the whole Chinese market keep growing. And the final question is, for your promotion, what's your ultimate goal? And to try to, so what's the ultimate goal that you guys are trying to achieve? Like, do you have a vision? Maybe next year or 5 years later, how is MKW is gonna be looks like?
We have a vision that MKW can help and continue to grow the wrestling scene in China. We want to be one of the main players in China that have been responsible for creating the pro wrestling culture with Chinese wrestling, about Chinese wrestling in China. We want to really improve the development of professional wrestling, so that when China, but I want to be responsible for the and we continue year in year out, and we hope that in 2019 we can not only make fans for MKW, but make more fans for professional wrestling in China.
Yeah, I definitely hope that it could happen. And also, I got one more question. Yes, for the people who's in Hong Kong or outside of China, is there any place that could watch more of the MKW matches? Is there any platform?
Absolutely. We do have a YouTube channel. We have several matches and videos on YouTube, and we have over 1,000 subscribers from hardcore wrestling fans, and you can check us out, of course, on Middle Kingdom Wrestling on YouTube, Middle Kingdom Wrestling on pretty much any platform, including Twitter, MKW China on Instagram, and We are also featured. We also have a Facebook page where you can find us for Middle Kingdom Wrestling. So please just search Middle Kingdom Wrestling on any major Western platform like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and you will be able to find our content or about also our web's Kingdom Wrestling.
Okay, the following moment that I wanna talk a little bit to our Hong Kong audience there. So I'll use both English and Cantonese to say this. If any.
Sure.
Yeah. If any fans in Hong Kong, if you guys interested to watch more live wrestling actions, and I would definitely recommend you to go to this event. It's really near to Hong Kong. It's only Shenzhen, so it's only about depends on where you live. It's only like maybe an hour drive, isn't it? I left Hong Kong too long, so I forgot how long, how far between Hong Kong and Shenzhen. But it's pretty close. So it's not like a long ride. So I think you guys should definitely go check it out.
Very close.
Yeah. So okay, Cantonese moment. Okay， 如果有任何香港嘅觀眾係想欣賞多啲現場嘅摔角 show 嘅話，咁我係會幾信擁大家去睇一次MKW 嘅韓戰大灣區呢個 show。因為雖然近期香港都開始多翻少少啲摔角 show，但係如果你哋係想睇更多嘅而且係更多不同選手啊，一啲外來嘅選手嚟到去欣賞更多嘅摔角嘅話咧，咁我幾建議你哋去深圳嚟到去睇呢場 show 嘅。So I think today we hit almost everything that we need to know about this promotion, and maybe next time let's try to set another interview with you so we can talk more.
Sure.
Maybe
thank you so much.
Yeah, maybe we next time we could talk more about the China wrestling market in general, and give our audience more understanding about how this market works and how this market looks like. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Adrian Gomez, the promoter of MKW. So,
okay. Rick.
Yeah. 谢谢你.
Great. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Okay, so today we're going to end our show here. So remember, if you guys want to check out more MKW matches video, just go to Twitter and YouTube and go search Middle Kingdom Wrestling, and then you'll find a tons of video right there. Okay, so today that's it. So next time we will talk more professional wrestling.
Great. Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Thank you, Rick.